Hello to everybody. Today I'm talking about solar annular eclipse from the 2nd of October 2024. It depends where you are on the planet. I will show the chart with this solar eclipse with the Romanian local time. Let's see the general influence of this eclipse. This eclipse brings subjects that are related to partnerships, relationships, and social harmony. Libra is a sign ruled by Venus and the planet of love, beauty, and relationships. In this way, the eclipse may trigger a period of reevaluation of personal and professional relationships and even the way we relate to ourselves. And because the Venus is in Scorpio, it means that there are some frustrations, limitations, the emotional baggage that we have been put it in our shoulders for a long time, and now it's time to release it. Okay, not to release over somebody else, but to release forever, to not have anymore any burden about relationships, if it's possible. That's why we need to make place for opportunities to find new ways to create balance in our lives, while also confronting any imbalances that may suddenly rise to the surface. This eclipse belongs to Saros family 134. It's a series of solar eclipses that began on June 22nd, 1248 and will continue until August 6, 2510. A Saros cycle comprises approximately 70-80 eclipses and lasts around 1,300 years. During this period, eclipses repeat every 18 years, though they shift slightly eastward. Eclipses within the same Saros series have a similar structure, both astronomically and astrologically, and they share a common theme that recurs with each cycle. Let's see what kind of influence we used to have during times, only few examples. June 22nd, 1248. It was the first eclipse of Saros series number 134. During this time, Europe was in the middle of feudal expansion, and the Catholic Church was a dominant political and religious force. In 1248, the Seventh Crusade, led by King Louis IX of France, also began. This was a period of great religious and military tension between Christian Europe and the Muslim Middle East. These conflicts had a lasting impact on relations between civilizations and played a significant role in shaping medieval history. Eclipses from this family may mark moments of transition in international and religious relations, fostering the birth of new alliances and sometimes conflicts that shift the established order. Another event used to be 7 of August 1850. It was about revolutions and political changes in Europe and other parts of the world between 1848 and 1850. Many European nations experienced waves of political revolutions known as the Springtime of Nations in France, Germany, Italy, and in Austrian Empire, and also in other parts of Europe. Revolutions were triggered by demands for political reforms, civil rights, and national independence. 11th of August 1999. This is the most famous eclipses from the Saros 134 because it was visible across Europe and Asia, known as an eclipse of the millennium, because it was the last total solar eclipse from the previous century. Globally, in 1999 was a moment of transition marked by political and social upheaval. For example, in 1999, the Kosovo War took place, culminating in NATO intervention. And do not forget, because on the 17th of August, I think, 1999, was a big earthquake in Turkey with a lot of death and damages. Let's see this solar eclipse, what it's all about. It's a chance to reevaluate the balance in personal and professional relationships. This eclipse may stimulate international dialogue negotiations regarding peace and cooperation. In a world marked by conflicts and climate crises, the 2024 eclipse could bring momentum toward diplomatic and balanced solutions, especially concerning global issues. On a personal level, this eclipse can mark an important moment for those who need to make adjustments in their relational lives. It's an opportunity time to find a balance between personal needs and those of partners, and to make decisions that lead to more harmony and fairness in life. Let's see the possible impact of this eclipse for each rising sign. For those with Aries rising, this solar eclipse will strongly affect the 7th house, that is the house of relationships and partnerships. This transit can bring major changes in the couple's life or in business relationships. You may start a new partnership or end an old one that no longer works. Ruled by Mars, Aries may feel the need to act quickly and decisively in the face of challenges in their relationships. However, it's important to consider balance and the need of both partners. Because Mars is in Cancer nowadays and will retrograde next year, we need to be aware about our emotional triggers. So, a potential conflict in relationships or financial matters can be linked with an emotional or psychological trigger. So be aware about this. Taurus rising. This solar eclipse activates your 6th house and brings changes in the areas of work, daily routines, and health. That's why it's an excellent time to make adjustments to your lifestyle, start a new health routine, or change jobs or environment of work or the way you are working. Since Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet that also ruled Taurus, this eclipse may bring benefits related to the balance between personal and professional life. Pay attention to health and find new ways to organize your efficiently. So, efficient lifestyle and efficient way of working in your work environment. And don't forget, Venus is in transit in Scorpio. So it's also an emotional trigger that emphasizes some old patterns you could have in relationships or in financial matters. For those with Gemini rising, the eclipse takes place in your 5th house, the house of creativity, love, and children. This is a great time to explore new ways of creative expression or to develop artistic projects. Romantic relationships may go through significant changes, and for those who have children, the eclipse may bring new responsibilities or changes in their lives. Geminis ruled by Mercury will feel the need to communicate more openly and clearly in their personal relationships, especially that Mercury is in transit, especially in Libra, so in the same sign where the eclipse is coming. So communication is a key of the adjustment of the relationship matters and financial matters. Natives with Cancer rising will feel the eclipse influence in the 4th house, which governs home, family, and personal roots. The eclipse may bring changes in family life or in the home, such as moving or redecorating. It's a favorable time to make peace with the past, especially with your mother or with the feminine energy from the family, and to build a more solid emotional foundation. Cancer is ruled by Moon, so eclipses often have a profound impact on them, bringing strong emotions to the surface related to family and emotional security. Maybe your mother or somebody that is a woman from your family is asking you for something, help or need to communicate more, and emotional security. For those with Leo rising, the solar eclipse in Libra will activate the third house, the house of communication, siblings, and short trips. This transit can bring changes in how you communicate or in relationship with close ones. Like siblings or neighbors, it may also be a good time to learn new things or start a writing or communication related project. Leo is ruling by Sun, and Leo will feel this eclipse as a powerful impulse to express themselves more authentically and clearly. Virgo rising. This eclipse influences the second house, bringing changes in the areas of values, finances, and personal resources. This is a good time to evaluate how you manage money and make adjustment to your budget. Also, to reevaluate your value on the market and how much time you put in your effort to make money. You may discover new income sources or feel the need to make significant investments. Ruled by Mercury, Virgo will feel the need to analyze financial details and bring more order and clarity to resource management. This is good. For Libra rising natives, this eclipse takes place in your first house on Ascendant, the house of personal identity, vitality, the appearance. It's a very important eclipse for you as it brings new beginnings and opportunities to refine yourself. It's a time when you feel the need to reinvent yourself and make significant changes in how you present yourself to the world, physically, mentally, and so on. This could be a year of great personal achievements, but also challenges where you will learn to find your inner balance. Especially that Venus is in transit in Scorpio, and you have Scorpio in the second house. So, in the way you are reinvent yourself will have impact in your income and wealth. When it's about Scorpio rising, this eclipse influences your 12th house, the house of the subconscious, isolation, and secrets. This transit may bring unresolved issues to the surface or be a good time to retreat and focus on your inner healing or to know your inner better, to discover yourself. You might feel the need to isolate yourself to reflect on deep aspects of your life. This is a period of introspection and releasing emotional baggage from the past. So it's a kind of healing of your emotional and psychological levels. It's important because if you are in peace with yourself, you can solve everything you need. For those with Sagittarius rising, the eclipse is impacting your 11th house, influencing friendships, groups, and long-term goals. This transit may bring new friendships or cause you to reevaluate social relationships and the communities you are part of. It's a good time to set new goals and focus on your long-term dreams and aspirations that have impact also in your financial matters. And also, this eclipse can have impact also in your collaborations and relationships. Because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, this eclipse can amplify the desire to explore new horizons and get involved in group projects. For Capricorn rising people, this eclipse is influencing your 10th house. It's the house of career, social status, and visibility. This transit can bring significant changes in your career or position in society. It's a good time to redefine your professional goals and make adjustments in your career path. Ruled by Saturn, Capricorn will feel the need to make well thought out decisions and build long-term plans. And because Saturn is in the 3rd house in transit, it means that you need to get better in your communication way, to become wisely, to learn better how to communicate to have impact in the environment and also in your social status. For Aquarius rising people, this eclipse have impact in the ninth house, the house of travel, higher education, and the way of thinking. This is an excellent time to explore new areas of learning or travel. The eclipse may bring a shift in your belief system or the way you view the world. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and this eclipse can stimulate the desire to experience new perspectives and step out of your comfort zone. Because also Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is in transit in the second house. This eclipse also have impact in your financial matters and the way you evaluate yourself and put value and understand which are your skills, abilities, and talents, and how you are using them to make more wealth in your life and bring values. For those with Pisces rising, this eclipse is influencing your 8th house. It's the house of shared resources, transformation, and intimacy. This is a time of deep change where you may experience significant emotional or financial transformation. The eclipse may bring changes related to shared finances, taxes, inheritance, or financial partnerships. It's also a good moment to release old fears and attachment. Because Pisces traditionally is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in the 4th house, also is important your private life and how the financial matters are impacting your private life. There are some opportunities for you to make a better life by using in a wise way your financial resources and also to make good decisions about your house, family, and private life matters. So now look in your natal chart and see where will be your this eclipse that have Sun and Moon in Libra. I'm waiting your questions and comments down below. Until next time, I wish you all the best.